Welcome to the Untrapped podcast, where we give motivational and inspirational tips about life, small business, wisdom,
health, wealth, finance, relationships.
It's about being the best you that you can possibly be. Hashtag Untrapped. Welcome to the Untrapped podcast. I am your host, Keith Kelfus. Welcome to the Untrapped podcast. This is Keith Kelfus, and I'm actually interviewing my wife, Ashley Kelfus, aka the Wife-a-tron. And if you have problems, I'm not saying being a hoarder, but I'm saying if you hold on to stuff, if you need to purge in your life, if you have to throw away old underwear and socks that have holes in them, maybe you open up a closet door in your house or your apartment and there's a bunch of stuff that falls out because you're holding on to things in your life and you need to declutter and get organized and a breath of fresh air and get weight off your shoulders. My wife, among many talents, has one very special gift, and she is a declutterer. She's a very organized woman. So you might want to listen to this with your Wife-a-tron. If not, that's okay. But she's here. Say hello, Ashley.
Hi, everyone.
So I'm going to ask questions, and then you do the talking. Last Sunday, we spent like 5 or 6 hours again doing what you call a purge. And I was very resistant, so you could be fully open and take the floor and talk about what we did and how you helped me and just give your whole perspective on that.
Yeah, so we started down in the basement because that's where Keith's area is. And it literally gives me anxiety because, like, I know how he is. He doesn't have time to, like, siphon through and organize and keep things organized. So it was, like, chaotic down there, like... And he had built this wall to separate, like, our garage is a 1-car garage, but he, like, separated it by a wall and, like, a door. So, like, the first part of our garage is all of his tools and shelving and all that stuff. And that's pretty organized because we went through this summer and organized all that stuff. But then if you went through the door, he had just stuff everywhere. We had things that didn't matter, like that we never looked at before. Like my whole theory,
Tupperware containers and bins filled.
Okay, let's go to the Tupperware containers. Let's talk about that. So he had 3 different Tupperware containers with the Tupperware containers with the drawers. 3 different Tupperware containers with all of the same things in the Tupperware containers. So it was literally just a bunch of bullshit, of the same bullshit in each Tupperware container.
Batteries and paper clips.
Yeah,
But
they weren't even all filled. Like, it was just like some of them only had like a couple of things in the drawer, and then like the next drawer would have like a couple of things in the next drawer. So like you literally could take all of that stuff that was in all 3 of the Tupperwares and convert it into one.
And this is just the basement. We're going to get to the underwear, socks, and clothes and purging of that.
So I ended up getting rid of all 3 of the Tupperware containers, and then he had another Tupperware container that we ended up putting everything in. So
yeah, and she'll fight with me. Like, I'm like, no, I'm saving. Just let me save one of them.
No.
Oh, well, you know what I'm saying?
So my whole thing is what I'm learning from this purge that we've done, because I was guilty of it too. I think I started purging. I started the purge and like getting into the vibes when we moved into Freeway Drive, and when I took all of your clothes and I gave them back to Salvation Army where they came from. That's when because he didn't just buy clothes that were like he didn't find like good shit. Like, he would get like grandpa pants and like grandpa shirts, and like he would get like 70s style like collared shirts, and then like get like a vest, and then get like a grandpa hat and grandpa pants that were like big and wide, and like, you know, it was just like they were like brown, like grandpa brown. So like, I mean, and he would make it look good, but it's like, you know, and then he would hold on to these things. So like, my whole thing is that if you don't look at it for like a year, then you just get rid of it. Like, we had every single comforter set that we would get, we would save. So we had a whole closet packed full of just comforter sets that we never even looked at again because they were old news.
Like, no, I paid $80 for that comforter set. We got to save it.
That
you know what I mean?
puked all over, and the cats shit and pissed all over. Like, you know what I mean? And then we would wash it, and yeah, we kept it for a while, but then, you know what I mean? And, like, you don't want to hold on to things too long. Like, I know. Okay.
You know, my sock drawer was filled to the top with like 600 pairs of mixed match socks.
You just don't want to hold on to things. Like, you should have a clean set of things. Like, you should replace your socks at least once a year. So you throw out all your old socks, and then you get a new batch of new socks, and you just have those new socks. And same thing with underwear. Like, you throw out all your old underwear, and you replace it with new underwear.
Who here has underwear that's like 8, 10, 12 years old? You're like, I still have these. Throw them away.
Now, with clothing and stuff like that, too, like, I'm not going to lie. I've just sold, like, 7 jackets. 7 jackets on Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace is it's a gem. I'm becoming obsessed with it because, you know, you could have all of these things and all of this nice stuff, but, like, you outgrow it, whatever. Like, me, I was obsessed with, like, Victoria's Secret pink outfits, right? And that's all I would ever wear, ever.
Like 30 of them.
Yeah, I remember one time I took a picture and I literally covered the entire bedroom with outfits. And, you know, they're not cheap. They're expensive. Well, as I started to get older, I started growing out of it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to wear pink anymore. Maybe I want to, like, you know, start wearing more things that are, like, more mature.
But then you kept holding on to them.
But then I would hold on to them. So then all of my dresser drawers were packed, and the whole entire closet was packed of all of these things that I was holding on to. So one day I went through them all. I took them all. And I fucking went and I sold them.
So what happens? Do you have to get to the point where you get just frustrated? You're like, I got to do something about this.
Yeah, because when you go into your dresser drawers to go pull an outfit out, you want it to be a clean slate. You want it to be like, oh, here's this. Okay, I know exactly where it is. It's nicely folded. It's nicely organized. Everything's nice and neat. Nothing's jam-packed in the drawers because, you know, that's how clothes don't stay nice, too.
But how come earlier, like, when you were purging through my stuff, like, every item I was acting like an alcoholic and you were trying to take the bottle away from me? I was like, no, you can't take that.
Why would you keep an old, dirty, dingy Hanes t-shirt that...
Because I might use it one day if it's 6 years from now.
But you're not
going
to use it one day. You already have 2 drawers full of work shirts that you would wear underneath your work shirts.
But that logically makes sense.
And you're going to make more and more and more with the t-shirt, the new t-shirts that you have that are going to get old and dingy. Those are going to become work shirts. So now you're going to have to throw out more work shirts.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
I look at it like this.
You can't just do it once and think that it's going to be done.
In the last 12 months, we've purged 38 packed garbage bags full of stuff.
And now if you open up our dresser drawers, they're all nicely organized and everything's perfectly folded and everything's...
Nice and light and right.
Yeah.
So...
And your conscience is more clear, too.
So when you get these lead anchors off you and out of your life and all this crap, you throw it all away. If you want to keep it, take a picture of it, then throw it away. Now you get a picture. Now it's digital. You vibrate at a faster, higher frequency. You know me, I'm into that stuff. And if you could vibrate at a higher frequency, you realize, oh my God, I don't need that old stuff anymore because now I like to think in terms of like business. I can make money with my thoughts, with my mind. I can sell. I can not like poor people that I know hold on to like old little knickknacks and they cherish. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying from the way that I grew up, we would hold on to materialistic things. Oh, the sentimental value. Like, does this make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, I would keep, like, stupid little pieces of paper for no fucking reason that had, like, you know what I mean? I mean, there's just certain things, like, yeah, if you want to have, like, a memory box, that's fine. Put it in the memory box and have a nice organized space for that memory box.
You got to go on YouTube and look up this video called The Most Organized Home in America, Part 1 and Part 2. It'll blow your mind.
Yeah, but you know what? With that lady with the labels...
That lady's...
No. So Keith tried that. Let's just okay. Keith tried that. And it was a catastrophe because he put everything in bins from the dollar store in our in our pantry where all of our food is, and you couldn't see anything. So it was all getting hidden inside of these bins, and then you couldn't find anything and see anything, and then things were going bad. So it's better to just have everything out in the open, but just organized and clean. Like, and then when it comes to buying things too, now I'm very conscious when we're buying things. Like if I'm buying something for the house, you know, or whatever, I don't just buy anything, because that was my problem. And I think that, like, it's weird because, like, when I was in my 20s, like, I would buy clothes that I would think that I was going to like, and then I never wore it, and then it just sat there, and maybe I'd wear it one time, and then I would regret that I bought it, and then it would just sit in the closet, and then I would hold on to it, and I'd be like, well, one day I'm going to have an outfit that it would work with. No, it never worked that way. It would sit in the closet and sit and sit and sit. And now I'm very calculated with what I buy. I mean, the fact that I had 7 jackets that literally just sat there was ridiculous.
So how can somebody get to the point really quick after listening to this podcast where they say, you know what, I'm doing a purge?
You just have to take the things that you haven't looked at or haven't touched, and you need to just get rid of it. If you haven't worn it in a year, you need to get rid of it. Now, when it comes to jeans and stuff like that, I like to keep my jeans. I feel like jeans are always great. Like, I have jeans from when I was, like, in my early 20s, you know, and I've kept them. I don't know if I fit in them anymore, but I still kept them because maybe one day I might fit in them, you know? But there's certain things like staples, like, you know, that you don't want to get rid of, obviously, like your higher end things that you've, you know, treated yourself to. Like, I have certain things that are higher end that I would never get rid of. But I mean, but it's the little things, like it's like the tank tops and the t-shirts and the, you know, like I just feel like if it starts to, if you don't wear it and it just sits in your drawer and you have to keep on shoving and shoving and shoving, the only things that you should have in your drawers and in your closet are things that you're wearing and that you're actively using.
You know what my friend Matt Brown said? This makes a lot of sense. I was going to do it, but I realized I didn't have to. He says, open up your sock drawer, throw all of your socks and underwear in the garbage. Then, or go to the store and buy, you know, like 2-3 packs of all brand new, completely perfectly matching socks. So they're all the same brand. They all match, same color. And then go and do that all brand new underwear, same brand or whatever. So because I realized I had like 12 different brands of socks, and they were all getting mixed up all over the place, and I would spend an extra 60 seconds every morning pissed off trying to find socks and trying, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you could do things like that. It's like, here's another little tip. Take the roll of garbage bags in your kitchen garbage can and throw it in the bottom of the garbage can. So when you take the garbage out, the roll is right there in the garbage can, and you just pull it.
That was genius.
You told me you didn't like it though.
So yeah, no, I do like that. Yeah, but like, you know, and then another tip for like storage and stuff like that. Yeah, like those like storage bins that have like the drawers and stuff. Those are great, but they're not great to have out in the open. Like, it just makes it look like shit if they're out in the open. Like
these plastic Tupperware containers that are all like.
At least hide them and don't have too many of them. And like, there's other ways to organize. Like, you know what I mean? There's pieces of furniture that you can put things in, drawers, whatever. But I guess the moral of the story is to not hold on to things that you're not using. So if you're not using it, you should just get rid of it. It's simple as that. Like, it has changed my life now. Like, going through looking at our closets, and like, of course, like I said before, you keep the staples. Like, if you have nice, beautiful dresses that you have, or nice suits and, you know, stuff like that, and ties and all that stuff. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like bullshit.
Like old CDs and cassette tapes and.
Like, I'm thinking about it right now. I have an old pair of plaid, like, fleece pants that like say pink on them, and they're so comfortable. But they're from like 2009.
Wow. I just realized we had old cans of paint and all crap in that utility closet.
That we just threw all of it out.
Just old drying out
paint that we would
What
never
other
use.
type of crap did we throw out?
You just got to throw it out. You're never going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to use it one day. No, you're not. Don't kid yourself. You're not going to use it. And once it's gone, you got a clean slate. Like, the reason why we brought this up though is because we just left my mom's house, and my mom's like a queen of knickknacks. Like, if you want to see a house of knickknacks, that's what my mom's house is.
It's overwhelming. You walk in her mom's house. I mean, it's like...
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But she's got so much shit.
There's so many fucking items in that house. As soon as you walk in, there's like garland and Christmas tree, and then there's like a mantle fireplace with a million knickknacks and pictures. And every single place, there's not a square foot in that house
That's empty.
That's just clean. It's filled with
knickknacks.
It's like you're actually like in Bronner's Christmas store or something.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Oh my God.
It feels like you're like in
I'm
some
gonna
type
text her that. Mom, your house reminds me of Bronner's. Michigan. But no, so her house gives me anxiety. And I grew up in that house. Like, can you imagine? I grew up in that house. Wow. I had anxiety my whole life. So when we got our own place, it was my time to like have my first apartment. I remember I didn't have one thing on the counter in the kitchen because I couldn't even stand my mom's house, how it was. So like when I moved out on my own, I never had anything on my countertops.
Oh, here's another thing that she does that's really awesome. If you have like your fucking can opener and all like sitting out in your toaster sitting on... You talk about that.
Okay, yeah, so like...
Because when we grew up and we just sat on the countertop all the time.
Yeah, you go to my mom's house, everything's out on the countertop. Her toaster, the other toaster, you know what I mean? The only thing that's on our countertop right now is our Keurig. That's it.
And everything else, when you're done using the toaster, you clean it off and put it underneath the cupboard. Yeah. Everything goes concealed in the cupboard so the countertops.
And then like the knife thing, we have a knife drawer now. We don't have we used to have one of those knife like butcher block things that you like put the knife in. And now like we threw that out because it started collecting like nasty crumbs and dust and cat hair, and it was just gross and disgusting. We were putting our knives in there, and you know, what if one time the dishwasher didn't do a good job and didn't clean the knife, and then we're putting it in there, and then, you know, then it's not sanitary.
She's crazy, guys. She legit wants me to clean every piece of silverware and everything before we put it in the dishwasher.
Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to. The dishwasher doesn't scrub the dishes. They're supposed to be like wiped down at least and food particles off of them, and then you put it in the dishwasher, because the dishwasher's there to like sterilize and like wash them, but like not to like scrub them, you know.
Here's another cool tip. Talk about the Dyson cordless vacuum.
Well, that saved my life.
So if your wife primarily vacuums, and I'm just saying I work a lot of hours.
The best present you can buy your wife is a Dyson or a cordless vacuum. It doesn't have to be a Dyson, but a cordless vacuum machine, because when I would have to mess with that cord,
and then unplug it and plug it in the next room, and then
it was terrible. When you brought that Dyson home, I literally...
It's like $300 though, but it's totally worth it.
It is, because the house gets vacuumed like 4 to 5 times a week. So it's like, yeah, our house is cleaner now because of it. Everything, you know, I don't want to I don't want to have to shove anything anywhere. Like if you don't use a towel and it's old towel, like we only have 4 towels that are like cleaning towels. And when by the time we need new towels, the towels that we have right now will be our new cleaning towels. Like you just rotate things out, you know what I mean? And like all of your comforters that you don't use anymore, go donate them to Salvation Army. Like all of the things that we donated, like so many people are probably going to benefit from those things that you're donating. So
yeah, like
the clothes, we didn't donate the clothes. We dropped them in like the clothing bins that are out in like the shopping plazas and stuff. They have like these clothing bins that you can go and drop your stuff off in, and they donate it to like the homeless and people that don't have that don't have the money to buy clothes. Like,
Yeah.
so that's what you go do. I mean, Salvation Army, yeah, the comforters and stuff like that. But honestly, I'd rather donate all of it to those boxes.
So take your dresser drawers, dump them out on the bed, and just start going through shit. To have a garbage pile, a donate pile, a keep pile.
Yep.
And then take a Sharpie and draw on the bag donate and garbage, and then just watch 5, 6, 7 garbage bags fill up for donation, and then go drop them off, and then it'll clean everything out.
Well, same thing with anything, like shoes too.
You know another fun thing is go on like Walmart.com or Amazon.com and buy a brand new pillow, like a new pillow set, and throw your pillows in the garbage and get brand new sheets and pillows and fresh. And I don't know, I like it.
Well, I mean, if you have the money, do that. But I'm saying, like, don't have, if you like our dogs, they're, our one dog, he pukes a lot, and our other dog is just nasty sometimes. She'll like eat her own poop and stuff. So you never know what we're gonna get into. So it's always good to have like a backup. So like we have like our sheets, and then we have a backup set of sheets because, we gotta have a backup because if they make a mess on the sheets that we have, we gotta swap it out and then put the other ones in the wash. We don't want to be waiting around if it's in the middle of the night when we're trying to go to bed.
I noticed you've always kept a clean car since the day I met you. Your car is always clean.
This is not clean compared to what I used
even
to.
Right now, there's never trash on the floor or anything. How do you even do that?
I just don't like mess in my life. I feel like it holds me back.
But do you like? I never even pay attention.
I feel like when things are messy, I feel like it's turdy. So it puts a turd in your day. Like if it's a nice clean slate and it feels good, like I'm all about feeling good. Like if I can walk in my house and open up a drawer and know that I can find what I'm looking for in that drawer without having to scrounge around and look and whatever, like I feel good about that. Like I feel like that's a clean living life. Like I know a lot of people don't have time or whatever and they're busy, but if you just take one day out of your busy life and you go through your entire house and you organize everything and you just get rid of it. It's not even about organizing, it's getting rid of it, because once you get rid of the bulk of it, then it's easy to put the things back that you're using.
Oh, she went underneath the kitchen sinks and under the cabinets, underneath the bathroom cabinets. Oh, what did you do?
I threw all the bullshit out. And I just kept like our flower vases and our like crystal and our pans.
What about the bathroom cabinet?
Bathroom cabinet, same thing. Threw out all the bullshit. Organized it. Kept all the shit that we need. Toothpaste, mouthwash, hair gel. You don't need a bottle of lotion that has, like a centimeter left of lotion at the bottom. When you have a full thing of fucking lotion. You know what I mean?
A shower caddy to put the soap on, so it's not just sitting on the tile side of the tub.
Yeah,
all grimy.
Go to Home Goods, and you can get a shower caddy for $12. And then now everything's organized in your shower, and it's not getting moldy sitting on your thing. Because that's another thing too. I went through the showers and I peeled out all of the old grout, and then I re-grouted the whole entire thing.
Yeah, she didn't like. But it was getting nasty in our shower. And she peeled out all of the silicone and cleaned it and scrubbed it all with bleach and put brand new silicone in all the showers so they look brand new.
It's just the little things, But I'm so passionate about organizing that, like, same thing with like my sewing area. Everything's very organized. I know exactly where everything is. Like you open up my
But how do you even have the consciousness to even do that when you have so many things going on and so much on your mind? How can you put everything aside and clean?
It's not okay. So cleaning happens once a week, where I deep clean once a week, and then I just kind of spot clean throughout the week, and obviously I do all the laundry and I do all that bullshit. But
well, here's the thing. My truck is relatively clean. Sometimes it gets messy and I clean it. But every Saturday I clean my truck. And then I have a trash bin that I bought specifically for the back of the truck for work, and then one behind the seat that all trash automatically goes in this little tiny blue garbage can. But the only reason I even keep my truck moderately clean is because I feel like I work so hard to have a nice truck that I'm totally disrespecting it means that I don't value it, and then it means that I don't have any, like, I'm shitting on it. Does it make sense? Like,
No, I just think that you should have a clean car and a clean house.
But I do it because of, like, weird, shameful type of reasons that have to do with, like, self-esteem and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people have kids and they're like, good luck having a clean house with kids, but I know a lot of people with kids that have a cleaner house than me and you. You know what I mean? Like my sister, oh my God. She's another queen of organization. She's got 3 kids. You could literally eat off of her floors because she has a Dyson. I'm telling you, that Dyson, if you got kids, you need a Dyson.
Yeah, and what you do is you just drill the hole on the wall, like the hanger thing, and next to a plug.
They eat, vacuum, real quick, hang it back up on the wall. They, make mess out in the living room, hang it back up on the wall. And then she's got toy bins that are like, they look like furniture, but it's like an ottoman.
Yeah.
But you put the toys inside of it. So, yeah, during the day, all the toys are out, but then the kids know to put all the toys back. Like when she says, pick up your toys, they put it all back in the thing.
If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be a total slob.
Well, yeah, you're a hoarder. You hoarded a lot of things. A lot. You hoarded all your Salvation Army clothes. And okay. So we were just going through, we just did this. We went through the basement a week ago, and I found a hat, like a beanie hat from back when Keith was like Keith Michael, and it was like a white Adidas hat, and it had like a yellow stain on it. And I go, Keith, come on. And you go, well, I'm going to wear it when it's cold outside and when I need it, when it's really cold outside. And I go, with this big yellow stain, like, you're going to wear this?
Yeah, I have so many hats. I probably had 30 hats and I threw away 20 of them.
And he said, no, let's keep it. And I said, okay. And then I put it in the donation. But he's a little shit. So there's things that I've put in the donation and then...
Yeah, when she's not looking, I will actually... and I can't even do it. When she's not looking, I'll open up the bag and I'll sneak shit back out.
He, snuck a pair of, corduroy pants out. I don't even know. What did you sneak out? Was it that weird velvet jacket or something? I don't know. There was some...
Oh, yeah. There was this, it was a dress coat that I got for sale.
And I could have
JCPenney. It was like a corduroy blazer jacket.
Oh, my gosh. No, I like that corduroy. It was the other one. It was like that velvety grandpa one. And then there was another one. It was
that stupid ass that hat that looked like a I don't know what it is.
It looked like a fucking schlong. That's what it looked like. A big schlong banana on your head. A schlong.
That was a cool ass hat though. It makes me look like I'm like a European artist or something.
Yeah, it made you look like you're a painter, and you should have had a twirly mustache.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
But anyways, so there's just all these things. Why would you hold on to it? Like a yellow stained Adidas hat? No, nobody's going to wear that.
I can't even believe it. Now that all that stuff is gone, I was like, oh, I feel so much better.
Doesn't it feel better?
I just cut a bunch of crap out of hanging on in my life. So guys, do it. Go through, purge your stuff, pick a day. You don't have to do it all in one day. Purge all your clothes. Then another day, say, you know what? I'm shutting off my phone and I'm going to go through and clean all this stuff out. And if you have to decide for a second, just throw it out. I'm actually throwing away this weight bench and these big ass 45-pound weights because I can go to the gym instead. But I finally bought these cool dumbbells. They're like a size adjustable exercise plate so you can pick the weight that you want.
Yeah, I like those.
Those are cool because it's all consolidated.
Well, I like the weight bench, though. I would hate...
I have that big exercise ball I can use as a weight bench. I don't want that big bulky weight bench.
All right, well, then let's get rid of it. Let's sell it on Facebook Marketplace. That's another thing, too. I'll just give it away. If you're struggling and you don't got a lot of money, though, rebuy new socks and rebuy new underwear and stuff like that, then I would take something that you're not using and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Like if you have a comforter set that you haven't been used for 2 years, sell it on Facebook Marketplace for $15. Somebody will come pick that up right away. And then take that $15 and go get yourself a pack of socks. Like,
Oh, one cool thing that took me a long time is an organized file folder cabinet drawer. So take the manila folders and go to Office Depot or wherever and buy the tabs like taxes, insurance, cell phone payments, gas, water bill, personal. You could do it for personal and for business. And then you have the pull-out drawer with all the tabs. And then once every few weeks or even once every quarter, go through all that. And then make sure you have an organized file folder cabinet and organized by date, month, and year. And then also a mail caddy. So we have a mail caddy now. I put a label organizer. It says Keith, Ashley, and then just like general mail. Then open the mail over the trash, throw away all the junk mail. I put all of Ashley's mail in her slot, my mail in my slot, and then handle all the bills every single Monday.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then we also got a shredder now for like personal information.
It's easier said than done because it's taken me years to be able to like really, really let go of things, because there was things like little candle holders and like little like candles and like all this like little knick-knack bullshit that I like never used and I had in a box. It was in a box. And I never touched it. I totally forgot about it when we moved into this new place. And, like, I looked at the box, and I'm like, okay. Like, I forgot all about these knickknacks. I ended up throwing them all out and giving them away to Salvation Army because it's like, you just don't need the bullshit.
Yeah, why would you want to pull those out from, like, a time that was, like, 5, 6, 7 years ago?
Like, little tiny, like, candle holders, like, stupid shit. Like, things that... Like, my whole thing is like, if you're moving forward in your life, there's certain things that you'll hold on to that are precious. Like, of course, there's things, like my grandpa's Hogopian rugs that me and my sister are feuding over right now because she said she borrowed them to me. And I feel like they're my grandpa's rugs. And, like, I feel like we're, like, sharing. We share it. We're sharing them. She didn't borrow them to me. We're sharing them.
Wow.
But, like, stuff like that, like, I feel like you got to keep that stuff. But, like, things that hold value that are, like, special. But, I mean, it's easier said than done. But, like, sometimes you just got to siphon through your bullshit and you just got to get rid of it. We had a photo album that was collecting dust on top of our cabinets in our kitchen. Actually, there was 2 of them that his dad had brought over and said, I just picked these up and just figured you guys would use them. My dad's
always bringing shit over.
And, they sat up on top of our cabinets for 2 or 3 years and we never even touched them. And, I went
Isn't it crazy? And we didn't even think of you ever just throwing it out?
No, you don't. I never thought once, maybe I should throw that out because we're not using it. Never once did I think that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I mean, now that we've done it, now I think it's weird, but it's almost like you just, like, it's out of sight, out of mind. So a lot of the time when you're going through the motions of life, you're not thinking about the little, photo album that's sitting up on top of your cabinet for years and years collecting dust. You're just not. So you look at it and it almost becomes a part of your identity in your life, you know? Like,
it becomes part of the scenery.
It's the scenery, like...
Dude, somebody posted on Instagram last week. It was so funny. They're like, if you're over 30, then you probably have this in your house. And it was a whole ball of, like, random wires and USB cables and chargers for, like, all the old phones from the last 7 years.
And Keith has, like, he had, like, literally 8 different drawers full of those, like...
wires and cables and cords.
And now how many drawers of that do you have?
1.
Exactly. That's all you need is just one. One drawer for that bullshit. A space for all your bullshit.
Here's another cool thing. An old protein jar, like a big jug. All your random change. Just throw all of it in there and change in your drawers. And have one specific place that you train yourself. That whenever you go through your pockets or you get home, a change jar.
Instead of having change all in different drawers and, I don't know. I just think that if, you live an organized, clean life, then you'll be able to move forward. Like, what motivated me and got me to like do all of that and organize? Because now from head to toe, our house is organized. There's not one spot in our house that's not organized. Everything has been gone through.
There's not one nook or cranny where shit is shoved in.
No. It's very cleaned out now. We don't have...
That's all because of you, by the way.
And I'm very proud of myself. I'm like happy. Like this is like the happiest I've been now, not having all that bullshit. I had fucking shirts that were like old and dingy looking and had pit stains on them, and like, why did I keep that? I have no idea. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
I was in the garage tonight, and I have like this shelf with all of my photography stuff, and I have this broken tripod I've been holding on to because I bought it brand new and it broke after like a week, and I was so mad that I held on to it. And I just took it and I just chucked it right in the trash. I'm like, oh. And you know what? I'm actually holding on to like stupid like old bags and camera bags and laptop bags. And I throw all that shit in the garbage. No, we threw most of it away. I think I have like one more I need to throw away.
Yeah. I mean, you'll just feel so much better. Like you'll be able to breathe, and like, it's a big, huge weight. And the one thing that got me to like do it was like, okay, if we move again, because this is only our second place that we've had together, but I don't even know how we fit all of our shit in Freeway Drive. I literally don't know. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment off Freeway Drive.
We had a closet that was packed all the way to the top, and then there was a secret attic space, and then we had shit all packed up in the attic for like 15 feet in every direction.
And none of it, we didn't even know, we never even went up there to grab anything.
We went up there. I was throwing it all down to you and putting it in the U-Haul, but we were throwing a lot of it away.
I know, and then...
like stuff from our wedding and like...
we kept all that stuff until recently. Like, why? There was no point. So, my point is all that stuff was up in the attic, and then... all of it went into our garage.
Remember I had like those bankers boxes? I had over 20 bankers boxes.
That he was like, no, those are good boxes. You don't know how good those boxes are. People pay big money for those boxes. Those are great for storage. Ah.
And I was saving all these banker boxes and filling them up with just shit.
Yeah, shit. I think we shoved my wedding dress in one of them.
Yeah. It's still in there, isn't it? In a banker's box.
Did we save something?
A banker's box is a cardboard box that if you go like in any type of office space or an accountant's office or something or in a dentist office, it's like a thick heavy duty cardboard box, and they cost like $15 a piece, and it's got like a plastic handle. It's like a file folder organizer drawer that's for like paperwork, but
we got rid of all the banker's boxes. Keith.
Yeah, I think I have one or two just for specifically like old taxes and stuff and receipts.
Sure we got rid of them. No, we just have the Tupperware bins, but we bought all matching Tupperware bins. So now the Tupperware bins that we do have are at least matching, and it doesn't look like, because you don't want to.
I'm excited. Let's go through the garage again, through that one last wall. There's shit we need to throw out. Let's throw out that old kitchen table. Or give it away.
No. Are you kidding me?
Why?
I love that kitchen table.
Oh.
No, that's our kitchen table. No, we're going to buy chairs for that and stuff when we move.
Let's fucking throw out the couch.
No, we just bought the couch.
Oh.
That's the thing, too. Oh, my gosh, before we got our furniture, we had a black couch with a yellow chair that was pissed on from... people, the cats.
We were saving this old big love chair and huge ottoman. We had like 2 ottomans. It was just clogging up the whole living room.
And then we had like 3 different tables that
But you didn't want to get rid of it. You're like, no, the dog likes to sleep on it.
I gave that big yellow chair to Jackie, and then now guess who has it?
Who?
Lindsay took it.
That big yellow chair?
The big yellow chair and ottoman. Lindsay has it now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's getting circulated. At least she likes it.
Where's it at?
I think it's in her garage or something, or they took it up to the cabin. Are you kidding me? Yeah. And then we sold...
that big, huge, comfy chair?
Yep. I love that chair, though. I would take that chair back in a heartbeat. I shouldn't have given it away.
We just got sick of it.
Yeah, we got sick of it. Everybody peed on it too. Like everybody peed on it. Like it was just. There's so many times that it can pee on
When
it.
you were giving it away to Jackie, I was like, "Are you really? Why are you giving that to your friend? Don't you know the dog sat up there looking out the window and just bleh, puked all over it?"
And then Jeepers and Oliver and Ninja peed on it, and it smelled like cat pee.
We cleaned it off with the carpet cleaner machine, but it's still deep inside of it.
Yeah, no, you could still smell it. Like
And
if
then you gave
smelled
it to
the
your
corner.
friend, and I was like, "Okay." And now your friend Lindsay has it.
And you know, when I went over to her house, to her apartment, and I sat on the couch, I smelled the corner just to see if the cat pee was still there, and it was. She just put a blanket over it.
Oh, God.
But, I mean, so, and then we had those so we had 3 tables that were all hand-me-downs from our freaking crackhead neighbors at Freeway Drive, and they put all their furniture out in the hallway because they were throwing it out, and I was like, no, I need that furniture. I'm gonna paint it and make it all nice, and I did make it look beautiful. But I mean, we had 3 different end tables, and we had that big huge coffee table.
Oh,
And we had the big yellow chair, and we had the big huge couch.
Do we still have that one coffee table that was like low that we were saving? It was like the low, but it was really nice finish.
No, I got rid of all of it.
Good.
No,
I can't believe we were holding on to all that shit.
Yeah, no, the only one that we have now is the big solid wood one.
The nice one.
Yeah, the beautiful one that like it looks like we got that for free, and it looks like you would buy it at like our van for like $1,000, and I'll never get rid of that table. I'll just keep redoing it and refinishing it and painting it like the colors of our house and stuff. It's a beautiful table, I mean. And then I have my grandma's end table. That's all we need.
That's cool.
And then we have that little accent chair and then our couch.
Okay, give them one last organizing tip and tell them what to do.
I feel like I just gave you guys anxiety. I feel like this was just an anxiety-filled. Do
you have anxiety?
I get anxiety when I think about clutter, you know, because clutter, it just drives me nuts. Like, I feel like if you don't use it, throw it out. Like, there should be one spot for everything. One spot for pens. One spot for, you know, you should have your office area, and there should just, you know, even in your office area, keep it very clean. Have printer paper and a pen, you know, and like business cards, whatever. Like me, I have like my printing paper, labels, you know, shipping stuff, all that stuff out in my office. And
oh, here's one little thing that I found that works good. Sorry, my sinuses are driving me nuts. I have got a little Tupperware container specifically for paying bills. So it's got checks, envelopes, stamps, pen, and tape. And that's exactly where I pay the bills. So I put it all in one side of that little location, and I put a label on it that says bills. You know what I mean? Okay, that's the end of this podcast. Thank you so much, Ashley, Wife-a-tron.
yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like bore you guys. I feel like when I talk about things, I'm very passionate. Like, and I tend to be very pushy with my ideas, but I'm so, like, I know that I know the end result is worth it. So, like, I try to, like, get my point out, you know, and sometimes I can be pushy, and I know I can be, like I can come on strong, you know, but.
It's okay. You did great.
Yeah,
Great job.
I mean, I want to help people, so if I can help myself and I can help Keith, you know.
She did help me a lot, trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of this podcast. The Untrapped podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, Anchor FM. Anywhere that you can find podcasts available, you can download the Podbean app or any app that you listen to podcasts on, and you can listen to this. And there's tons of past and previous episodes that you can pick out from all different topics, including the most recent one. I think it was an interview with Bobby Walker from Journey of a New Entrepreneur. And check me out on YouTube. You know my YouTube channel. Just type in Keith Kelfus, the Landscaping Employee Trap. Or if you're into window cleaning, soft washing, which we're thinking about getting into, the Window Cleaning Blueprint is my other channel. And then I have another channel if you're into deep psychological stuff and spirituality, the deep inner game type stuff. I have a YouTube channel called I Am Ability. Check that one out. but at your own risk. And thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I wish you the best of success and happy holidays. I hope everything's going well. I hope you're crushing it. And goodbye.
Start purging your shit.
Start purging. Do the purge.
Do the purge. It's the best feeling in the world. Once you purge, you'll love your life. Good night.